Before we jump into this monumental moment, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and ring the bell so you never miss an update on the biggest events shaping our continent's future. The skies over Harare held their breath today. A nation braced itself. And in the heart of the capital, cameras rolled as a story unfolded that no one could have written, not even the sharpest political minds could predict this twist. Early this morning, the State House gate swung open, not for a dignitary or motorcade, but for a slow-moving procession unlike any seen before. Former President Mnangagwa, dressed in civilian clothing, no suit, no official sash, emerged from the West Wing, carrying nothing but a black folder under his arm. The silence around him was almost theatrical. No cheering crowds. No blaring sirens. Just footsteps on old concrete and the weight of history. Sources close to the inner circle suggest that this was not just a resignation, this was a moment of surrender. After weeks of speculation, mounting pressure from both political allies and critics, and growing calls for leadership transition, Mnangagwa finally made a choice, to bow out, quietly and on his own terms. But not without emotion. In a private address, later shared with the public through a carefully edited broadcast, he said, "Leadership is not about how long one rules, but how deeply one listens. I have heard my people. Today, I step aside for the next chapter." This wasn't the fierce or defiant Mnangagwa the nation had come to expect in moments of crisis. This was a man who had faced decades of power, now visibly aged by the responsibility he once carried. Observers noted the tremble in his voice, the moisture in his eyes, and the long pause he took before saying his final words, "Zimbabwe, I did what I could. Now, you must move forward." Across the capital, reactions were swift. Some gathered in the streets to pray. Others waved flags and sang songs of change. A few stood silently, absorbing the weight of the moment. Among the youth, social media exploded with debates, reflections, and cautious optimism. For some, this felt like the first real sunrise in years. Back at the State House, officials quickly moved to secure documents, archives, and prepare for what insiders are calling a swift and quiet transition. No official successor has been confirmed yet, but whispers are growing around a short list of candidates, all of whom could lead the country in drastically different directions. One thing is certain, this moment will be etched into the annals of African leadership as a defining pause, a space between power and purpose. Studio microphone. If you believe this is the kind of powerful, truthful coverage the world needs more of, make sure you subscribe right now. We are here to document history with depth and integrity. And as Mnangagwa's car pulled away into the fading gold of the afternoon sun, one could almost hear the rustling of the leaves, as if the trees themselves were whispering, "It's over."